Alright, here's another carrier match, this time against double Terran. And as you can see, they have gone wholly and exclusively Marines, which is the carrier's worst nightmare. They shoot out all the little flying things and they leave you a naked hulk. Now at our base, we've got one carrier, and this is 8 minutes into the game, parked over the entrance. And right here, bottom of my base, they've got a jumper in who's going to come and start taking out my mining. The fact that they've only sent one and they've sent him at this time indicates that they want him to draw all our forces to the back so they can pour in the front. So let's see what happens. We're going to start.
It's a Reaper diversion, I think, going on there.
Okay, start the replay now.
And it does draw that carrier back, actually.
Okay.
Go ahead and start her up, and let's watch.
Here he comes in to the mining.
Okay, and the carrier does start going back.
Sure enough,
right?
we're going back there to rescue. I pull my probes away. You chase him down.
Reaper there.
But in the meantime,
yeah, see, now they're at the front. But
in the meantime, they've accumulated 1 million units at the front.
Could one carrier hold off all of these Marines? I don't think so. But I don't think we actually do. Oh, here comes another carrier. So this is sort of how we do it. We try to stay off the edges, but see, he shot all the things out of the first carrier. It's terrible.
And he punched a hole through, so he didn't immediately take advantage of it.
Yeah, but look it, I've got nothing in those carriers. So this is the toughest thing to overcome when you're playing carrier strategy, either Marines or mass stalkers.
And
now I start taking out the ones that he has a rally point coming in because they're not shooting, so it's an opportunity to get some extra
He stayed around the front way too long. He sent them actually back down the ramp to chase the carriers instead of coming in and taking out the base. That gave me time to get another
which I was able to draw him. I did lose a... No, I guess I haven't lost a carrier yet, so we're still doing pretty well.
No, there's still two out there, but he's got the conga line coming. Okay, I got another carrier
I'm still trying to buy time to get them in.
And we've got a mothership.
You had a third.
We've got a mothership.
So how we're trying to group them. We had to loop around and bring the new carrier up. Now I got to hold all three of them. Is that what you're seeing at about 10-10?
Yeah, I'm at 10-10 now. Bringing the mothership around the back.
All right, now this is where we start to turn it.
Hey,
oh, they saw that mothership and they went after it. I knew this is where something had to happen quick. Oh, and scanning, so I figured I better pull the mothership away because it wasn't really doing any good at that point. But it does draw them, and it keeps them from shooting at the little flying things inside of the carrier because they're focused on the mothership. So it really did give us quite an edge there.
Even though they decimated me pretty good.
Yeah, but we can always come back from that. But we lost those carriers, and we'd be out of luck.
Yeah, so this is where you start killing them as they come in, I think.
Yeah, and then we turn the tide here. This is where I figure it's safe to bring the mothership back in. But if you click on the mothership, you can see how weak it was.
Oh, yeah.
It only had a hit or two left. Yeah, it was just barely hanging in there. And yet it's still worth using to recall. So I figure better not take it out and just leave it at home. And I did end up using it for about the next 10 minutes of the game. All right, so now we've chased them back off and survived that massive Marine assault. And so at this point, we start trying to go back on them. Let's speed up a little bit, Perry, to like 13 minutes.
13 minutes.
And then we'll go back to faster.
Okay, I'm at faster.
All right, now I'm heading out with the carriers. And the mothership is charged, so it can recall. So I've got 4 carriers in the mothership. That's it. And we know at this point they probably got a ton more Marines already.
Yeah, they do.
But the hope is to buy some time, get some more carriers in. Use the mothership in emergencies to blink.
I'm at 1330,
crucial infrastructure.
and you're taking out their mining.
There we go. All right, me too. 1331. I've just snuck in on the mining, and I'm taking it out pretty good. Took out maybe half of his SCVs there. Now I figured I'd better go for that air, starport. But I saw the Marines, so I didn't have much choice. I had to get the hell out of there. But then I went back and got it. So I saw them take off. If I could catch them single file, I probably could have taken them out, but I figured I better go for this air. Yeah, see, they're shooting at the little things again. The Scarboroughs or whatever. The Scarborough Fairs.
Scarabs, I think.
All right, so I got out of there before the Marines could get to me. Disappeared. So that was a good one. I didn't have to use the recall or anything.
We've got 3 more carriers back home now. Mothership entrance is blocked with cannons. We've got 3 Stargates going full bore.
We're starting to make a comeback.
And you've got a secondary mining in. Okay.
Now this is where I'm going to group up the carriers. The mothership's charged. so I've got at least 2 recalls I can use on it if I get into trouble. So that's the plan at this point, is to go out and get expansions. We're not even worried about the original base. We're just going to try and take out their expansions and starve them. Hope we can survive whatever minerals they can get out of the first bases.
I'm at 1520 now, and see you headed up north.
1520, and look at how close I was to hitting that fly. I never realized it. I never saw how close I was to his command center this whole time. Wow. I slipped into here, and I didn't think there was any expansion. Wow, look at that. What luck. Neither one of us, I
yeah,
think.
You were dancing.
Wow, but I did come around and got this expansion, but that probably cost us. I didn't see that first one because I think he mined for quite a while before I took it out later. So if I could have gone right back and got it, it would have been lucky.
Now there's a ton of Marines here. How do you save them?
And I'm going to blink out on this one just in time here. You called it out, which gave me a heads up, but I knew I wanted to get to command center before I went, but I didn't have time. So.
Right. Now there's more carriers
and then
waiting
here,
for you.
They probably look for me.
Yep.
Yeah, they can't figure it out, but I'm gone. So I'm going to rally at the front again. Those scarabs come back late. They got to fly all the way across the map, the ones that missed the bus.
I didn't realize
All right, let's speed up a little bit.
Okay.
He's scanning the front. I'm going to go back out and take out expansions again.
What point you want us to go back to normal or faster?
Let's take it. I'll let you know when we get close to it. We're getting up probably 18 minutes. Let's try that. 17:45. I'm back on his base. You see it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take out his command center, and this is his original base here. Look at all those Marines he's got at this point. Insane. He's looking for me.
Yep.
But I'm already over his other base. All right, I'm not exactly sure here how all those Marines missed me.
You warped out, but where did you go when you warped? You didn't. Where's the mothership?
It's back in the corner now.
Oh, that's where you
warped to.
Because
they had scanned it. I didn't want them to catch it.
Oh.
I thought they were looking for it, so I moved it. But look at all those Marines missed it again.
1845. They're coming to the front.
Now, this is where usually they will get so frustrated, and we're taking out their expansion, so they know they're going to starve. They'll finally do a desperation full frontal assault, because all they have is their entire army, but they don't have enough to rebuild it, so they figure they got to use it. This is always a scary point, but usually when we do break the tie, I guess you'd say. So at this point, I saw them coming, and I knew we had to use the mothership at this point, because this was going to be the big battle. This is winner take all, really. So as soon as I see what's coming, I bring the mothership back up across, going to connect them up with the gears. I'm coming on 19 minutes right now.
We're at 19:48.
And this is going to basically, for all intents and purposes, this is going to be the finale coming up right here. They take out your expansion. They just got lucky, happened to come up on it. But I didn't quite realize how many Marines they had. Are you looking at this?
Yes, it was incredible.
They were really set, and this is the worst nightmare for carriers, but the whole time you're bringing some in. We've got the mothership, we've got the cannons. I mean, this is an ideal defensive situation for us. Here it comes. Make or break. They give it a full push. I pull back. They scan. Once we ran low at some point, and I had to pull them back again to refill, but other than that, we pretty much worked them over. Yeah, I think right about here I realized I was starting to run low. You were letting me know. And you can tell. And then he's scanning, so I know it's not having the same effect, so I figure I better just get the hell out of there. Pull the mothership out with him. Wow, he's scanning now. It's crazy. Oh, I sucked him in. You see that one?
Yep.
I gave him that. And that way I figured to buy us some time while I refill. And it worked out perfect. So I've got a little peace and quiet. Catch up on some reading. Let my guys replenish, and then when they come out, I think I'm pretty much charged enough to go back to work on them again. It was touch and go, but by this point we had the new carriers coming in, and there was enough momentum going on that they weren't going to be able to stop us now. All right, as soon as we take out these carriers, we can speed up and watch the finale.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Speeding up. Slowing back down at maybe 22:15. Back to faster, 22:20. You're back on their base that they just got in with more Marines.
They're going to leave. The first guy's going to leave now. and then the second guy is going to leave in just a minute. Yeah, they come in with the last push of Marines. There's no more mothership, no more recall. I was going to let it recharge just in case I needed it, but they just didn't have enough at this point to really do much. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice the air from the south. I wondered why my forces were being split there. All right, so I think that's the point where the first guy leaves.
Red left, yep. You're flying over
and then I pushed in on the second guy who wasn't convinced yet, but he's going to leave too pretty soon.
That was our worst nightmare with all those Marines, but pulled it off.
Yep, that's the way you come back from it. Even when things look bad early on, you stick with your strategy and hold through. Sometimes you can pull them out.
See you next time.
All right. See you then.